Hey everyone, and welcome. I am so excited you're here because today we're going to unlock one of nature's most beautiful mysteries, the secrets of the rainbow. I bet you have. After a little bit of rain, you look up and there it is, that amazing stripe of color just painted across the clouds. It feels kind of like magic, doesn't it? And wow, what a sight. A perfect curved line made of all these brilliant colors. But have you ever stopped and wondered, how does it even get there? Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out. Okay, let's start our investigation. We're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly what makes a rainbow tick. It's a little less magic and a little more science. But I promise you, it's just as amazing. That's right. Think of it this way. Making a rainbow is like following a secret recipe from nature. You need a few very specific ingredients to come together at just the right time. So, what's in this recipe? Well, here are the three main things. First, you absolutely need bright sunlight. Second, you need tons of tiny little water droplets floating in the air, usually from rain. And third, you. You have to be standing in the perfect place to see it all happen. So, what is this right spot? Okay, picture this. The sun has to be shining behind you, and the rain or the water drops have to be in front of you. If you get that positioning just right, you might just get to see a rainbow. All right, so we've got our ingredients, sun and water. But how in the world do they create all those colors? This is where the real fun begins. So imagine this. There are millions of teeny tiny water droplets just hanging out in the air after it rains. When a beam of sunlight hits one of those drops, that little thing acts like a tiny prism or a special mirror, and it does something incredible with the light. There's a big, fancy science word for what's happening. It's called refraction. I know, it sounds complicated, but all it really means is that light bends. Yep, that's it. When sunlight goes from the air into a water droplet, it just bends a little bit. And here's the big secret. That white sunlight you see every day, it isn't actually just white. It's made up of lots of different colors all mixed together. So when that light bends inside the raindrop, it splits apart, revealing all the amazing colors that were hiding inside all along. And what colors they are. The light splits into 7 main colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And here's a cool thing. They always show up in that exact same order. Now, trying to remember all 7 of those colors in order, that can be a little tricky. But luckily, there's a super easy trick, a name you can remember that helps you get it right every single time. And here it is, Roy G. Biv. No, it's not a real person, but it's like a secret code. Each letter stands for a color. R is for red, O is for orange, Y is for yellow, G for green, B for blue, I for indigo, and V is for violet. Roy G. Biv. See? Easy. So you think you're a rainbow expert now. Not so fast. There are so many more incredible things to learn. Let's dive into some awesome rainbow surprises. Have you ever seen a double rainbow? It's when a second, fainter rainbow shows up right above the first one. The reason why is so cool. In a normal rainbow, the light reflects just once inside the raindrop. But for a double rainbow, the light actually bounces around and reflects twice. And that second bounce flips the colors, so red ends up on the inside. Wild, right? Okay, here's a fun question for you. We know we need sunlight to make a rainbow, right? So, can you see one when it's dark outside? What do you think? The answer is yes. It's called a moonbow. It's made by light from the moon bouncing off water droplets. Now, they are super rare and usually look kind of white to our eyes, but they are absolutely real. So we always see rainbows as this big, beautiful arc, like a half circle in the sky. But is that the whole picture? Is that its real shape? Get ready for this. Surprise! Rainbows are actually full circles. The ground just gets in the way, so from where we stand, we can only ever see the top half, that beautiful arc that we all know and love. But if you are ever super lucky enough to be in an airplane and you're looking down at the clouds with the sun behind you, you might just see it, the entire unbroken circle of a rainbow. How awesome would that be? And remember our secret recipe? All you need is light and water drops. So it doesn't have to be rain. You can spot rainbows in the mist from a giant waterfall, or in the fog, or even in the spray from a garden hose on a sunny day. And here's the last and maybe most important thing to remember. Even though it looks so real, you can never, ever reach the end of a rainbow. Why? Because it's not a solid thing you can touch. It's what's called an optical illusion, something our eyes see only when the sun, the water, and you are all in the perfect spots. So there you have it, the secret of the rainbow. It's just a perfect combination of sun, water, and you. So now that you know the whole recipe and all of its surprises, I've got a question for you. Where are you going to look for a rainbow next? Keep your eyes peeled. Thanks for exploring with me today.